University of Kentucky has always made an effort to keep the students, staff, and faculty safe whenever they are on campus. The campus police department works alongside of university officials to develop new and effective ways to prevent crime and violence. In the past year, they have decided to invest $5 million into new security features. Along with the new student IDs, there is a plan to add 2,000 security cameras all over campus. The cameras are going to cover everything from educational facilities to resident halls. As you walk through campus, you also may have noticed the blue phone towers spread out among common areas of campus. These towers allow for someone to make an emergency phone call if they were without a phone. All of these new security technologies can seem appealing as a student, faculty, or UK staff until you look at the cost behind all of it. The total security investment is going to be $5 million. If you do the math, that is enough money to pay for 50,000 students to attend UK for a year. The more and more I looked into the investment, I began to wonder why Police Department Chief Joe Monroe and UK's President Eli Caputo decided to make this change, and if it was all really worth the money. With the sudden high increase of security features, it would be easy to think that the university has been involved with high rising crime rates. The local media is very quick to publicize any crime committed on campus because it makes for a good story. This makes people easily remember all of the crime that happens on campus and leaves them thinking that there are always bad things going on. In reality, college campuses are some of the safest areas across our nation. According to the John William Pope Center, nationwide there were 16,727 murders in 2008 and only 0.1% were on college campuses. Although those numbers were on college campuses, that doesn't account for if they were all students, staff, or faculty involved. The University of Kentucky has also had lowered crime rates in the past few years. The University of Kentucky Police Department's website features a crime log with individual crimes and the number that happened each year. From 2011 to 2012, alcohol, carrying concealed weapons, harassment, rape, stolen property, robbery, and theft had all decreased. With lowering crime rates everywhere, adding new security features seemed unwise and a waste of money. Another concern with adding these 2,000 new security cameras across campus is that student privacy is being put at risk. These cameras are going to allow officials to have complete views on what students are doing. It is also starting to raise concerns on if it is going to hurt students more than help. You're capturing a lot of information about people who are completely innocent. That's a lot of information that could be misused. Spokeswoman Amber Duke. Chief Joe Monroe wouldn't say whether or not the cameras were going to store video and how long the videos would be stored. This leads to some suspicion on what the cameras are actually going to be used for. The $5 million cost of the investment has made some people look at the real benefits. Nolan Gray, the regional director of Students for Liberty, said that the university is responding to imagined threats and believed it would be much cheaper to invest into actual police officers rather than all of this new technology. As useless as it seems to invest $5 million into security features that aren't needed, not everyone is against it. Chief Joe Monroe is the head of the operations with the ideas that the university needs this investment. When asked about the security investment, Monroe answered, "This will allow us unprecedented capability for monitoring the campus for crime and protecting our students, employees, and visitors in the event of emergencies. Chief Monroe's main job is to protect anyone involved here at the University of Kentucky. He sees this investment as an opportunity to be in full control of everything on campus and have the upper hand when it comes to crime." President Eli Caputo said that among these on board with the security investments. He sees the new security technology as a smart investment. When asked about student privacy, Caputo told the Kentucky Colonel, "We do not have goals to snoop or be intrusive. This is much easier said than done in my opinion. As a student that lives on campus, my goal is not to have security completely done away with. It is very important for me to feel safe whenever I'm walking home from the library late at night. Although I have argued against this $5 million security investment, I think that the solution to the security issue for students is to get involved as much as possible with programs already set up. The University of Kentucky does a fantastic job of creating programs to help students get aware of crime and how to stay safe. The active shooter class presentation is designed to teach students how to react if the university was ever faced with a shooter. There are also multiple programs set up to help keep students safe at night. Programs like Safe Cats and Cats Cab are designed to give students opportunities to not walk alone in the dark. Many students aren't even aware of these programs. The police department could make a large effort to get the information spread around and help students to actually use the programs. Students and employee safety is important across any college campus. We can understand where people like Joe Monroe and Eli Caputo come from when discussing their opinion because they have an obligation to keep our campus as safe as possible. It is important to look at if the benefits outweigh the negatives in a case like this. It would be more reasonable for the university to invest money into programs that already exist, like all of the programs that the police department puts on, along with the actual officers, like mentioned by Nolan Gray. With budgets being cut each year, it is important to prioritize our needs as a university.